up, Fab Mom family of two? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Me and my baby girl, my camera girl, Heaven, we're eating lunch. We eating some black bean noodles with some Korean style ribs. We have some green onions right here. We have some semi-pickled cucumbers. We have some vegetable dumplings here. Then we have like soy sauce mixed with red pepper flakes, like a little sauce. Then we have the sweet chili sauce, and then we have my sauce, and we have the coldest water bottle. Get you some. And then also too, I'm drinking on a ginger ale. Ginger ale. So I'm going to eat for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get right into talking to you guys today, because I was reading up on some good stuff today, and it's bomb. So, and then basically the ribs, guys, is falling off of the bone. Look, no meat. It's off. I started off this morning. I boiled it with all my seasonings and my spices, as well as I then proceeded to bake it with the dry rub, and then I went back in and baked it a little bit longer with some barbecue sauce. What kind of barbecue sauce it is? It is a sweet and peppered barbecue sauce.
Isn't it Russian or something?
Mm-hmm. It's Russian.
You know what that means?
What's that?
Remember the joke I told you last night?
What?
If it's Russian, it has vodka in it.
Be careful. She said if it's Russian, it has vodka in it. So I'm about to get lit on YouTube. And I sauteed it with some onions and stuff like that. Oh, this is the black bean noodles. The reason why you guys might see like a ton of green onions, a girl love her green onions. I can't go nowhere without them. So good. Heaven, let me know if you want some ribs.
Can I fix them?
Mm-hmm.
These are too good.
Guys, me and Heaven is fooling around with a new setup. YouTube is like for real, for real. This ain't no kids play. Your plate, like quick. Yeah, there you go.
Whoa, this is a big one.
I don't even know where to begin, what to say. But this black bean noodles is my favorite.
Is it the spicy one or the regular one?
Semi. You know I normally. Add all my spices in. But he always asks me, did you add any extra spices? I was like, let me be nice today. I'm not adding no extra spices on my girl. And these are deep fried vegetable vegetable dumplings. Fall off the bone, that's what they say. Guys, I had so many setups since I started. Actually, this December make a year. Did you know that?
So what you gonna do to celebrate your 1 year anniversary?
If I could get enough subscribers, I would do a giveaway. It won't be nothing like huge. It won't be nothing like extravagant. Like I hit like 100,000 or 50,000 or something like that. But it definitely would be way worth it. Like say for, I don't have too many subscribers right now, but if I could get 1,500 to 2,000 before my anniversary date, when I first started YouTube last year, I definitely would send out something, and it would be from the heart. And I have you help me shop. I already have something in mind, but you just have to help me pick it out. How you guys doing? What are you guys eating? You see all these green onions? Oh, you see some fell? It's all good. Oh, you see them all fell? Don't be laughing at me. They all fell. Not nice. I can't show you no more because they keep falling. They're trying to run away. Evan, how your day going?
Pretty good.
What you bought from the store today? Is it spicy first? I hear you a little bit.
It has like a little ping, but it's okay.
Need a napkin.
I'm good.
It's so good. What happened? Oh, that's crazy. Don't mind that. Guys, let me know down in the comments below. I got barbecue sauce on my fingers. So technically my fingers and my hand is not dirty because I do have OCD and I do wash my hands constantly. So that's barbecue sauce. It just feels dirty. You see it happen? It's just
tiny fingernails. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was like, it looks so adorable.
Like really? Oh my God. Oh, but how was your day?
Pretty good.
How was the market?
Packed.
Made you nervous? Like they was giving away free stuff?
Not nervous. It was just like, I'm just trying to push the cart and I'm just like, move out the way, please.
And they'll be standing like right in your way, right?
Yeah.
And they see you coming, they won't move.
Exactly. And I'm just like
why?
Exactly.
What's the problem? And then don't say excuse me. They act like they can't understand English. I'm so serious. It's like you being polite and you saying excuse me. because that's the way that you was raised and taught to have manners. So you saying excuse me, that means let me pass, let me go by. And they acting like they got headphones on, they can't hear you, or they acting like they deaf and they can't hear you. And it's like, really? So you have to kind of like force your way. You got to kind of like force your way.
That's why I don't like having a buggy. I'd rather have the handheld basket. They're much easier, but even when you walk in front of a person.
Yeah, but my thing is too, like, even when I have a handheld basket and I'm trying to get through them like that, I still feel kind of bad because I'm being kind of rude. Because I do say excuse me, and I just got a handheld basket, and they still in the way. And me with myself, I'm not going to stand there and wait till you finish looking like maybe 10, 15 minutes for whatever seasoning or whatever you're looking for. And then I move. No, you holding up my day. So I say, excuse me. And I may say it like 2 or 3 times. And if you don't hear me the first time, again, like I said, I say it 1 or 2 more times. And then it's like, heck with that. I'm just like, going by. And then you turn and look at me like, snitch? I said, excuse me, baby. I said, excuse me this many times. And you didn't hear me? Actually, you heard me. But you didn't acknowledge me, so I'm going by. So there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, that's Cali style. That's what people here in Cali do.
I hate that.
I don't like it because that makes me feel like I'm being rude, but at the same time,
Exactly.
I don't care. Like, I don't care. We've been here for so long now. I'm just so used to it. I really do.
I care because that's not how I was raised. I was not taught to be rude to people like that. And it does something. You got some over there. Stop eating my stuff.
They're good.
And it does something to my spirit, man. My inner self. I feel a certain type of way, and it bothers me. I don't like feeling like that. I don't feel like, I don't even know. It's a spiritual thing. And I don't like feeling that type of way because it's not good. It makes me feel like I did something wrong. Like, yeah, I can ask God for forgiveness, but I don't know. I don't like it.
But the lines were long too. Like we were like, okay, let's go to, because we literally had like a few items. We were like, okay, let's go to the 10 item or less line. That line was still long, and people had more than 10 items.
And they still let them check out?
That's why we go there on the weekdays. Better go on the weekday than the weekend.
Yes.
Even for a few things, it's a struggle.
Guys, I love scallions. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. The green onions. But when you catch that good one, and that onion flavor hits you, for me, it hit the top of my mouth.
Oh my gosh.
And then it hit my sinuses. And then it feel like I'm a dragon. I can blow it out through my nose. What up?
I thought I seen something fly by.
And I could taste the onion flavor not only in my mouth, but it seemed like it's like stuck in my nose. But let me get started on today's topic. I don't have a topic. I'm gonna make it quick, fast, and easy. Today's topic is about some kids that was in high school. I think they was all freshmen in high school. But they have I don't remember their name, so we're gonna make up a name. So we're gonna call the young lady, what we could call her? A girl. So we got one girl and 2 boys. What we can call them?
Jane.
So we got Jane. And then we have
Bobby.
Bobby, Jane and Bobby.
Tom.
And Tom. Jane, Bobby, and Tom. They all went to middle school together, like 8th grade. They went to middle school, and then they moved on and went to high school with one another. And Jane, she was more like on the technical, geeky type side that was super smart, and a person that loves to ask questions, to find stuff out, to try to figure out like what's going on in life, like why things happen or why the world goes around and around and around and why it keeps moving. And then you have Bobby and Tom, right? Bobby and Tom, they wasn't dumb. They was more like boys. They want to play on video games, and they not like into girls or trying to chase girls down. They just like more hanging together and just hanging out,
having fun.
Yeah. But Jane, she was the kid in school when the teacher asked a question, what's A plus B? What's A plus B? And you know, she like threw her hand up before he even said equals C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. She threw her hand up, and then you know, like what you know what I'm saying?
I know those.
Yeah,
I know students.
So the teacher like don't even get it all out, and then the teacher say, "Yeah, Jane, you A plus this equals this plus this minus this equals that." Boom, and the teacher was like, "Yeah, you're right."
That's how you know favoritism exists sometimes.
Well, no, she was, you know, she knew what it was, and she was right. And then all the other kids were like, "Oh my gosh, dang, her again."
I mean, it's not like you're gonna raise your hand yourself, so I don't know why you're talking.
Yeah. Chewing a gum. So it's all you say. She asked again. Yeah. Oh God. And the boys are like. You know, they boys being boys, and they laughing and yeah, and she looking like, oh my gosh, she looking like she's naked. You know, like somebody feel naked, so you feel like you want to cover up because now you're ashamed because you know you're super smart, but you feel like you a goody two shoes or however you want to see it, and you just feel ashamed, and you just like. And you're feeling really sad because everybody's now picking at you because you're super smart. Whoever you are, whoever you is out there in this world, and you're just like this Jane that know everything, keep doing that. Keep going. Because your butt is going to make it. And those same people that probably talk about you, pick at you, whatever, might be the ones that look for you for a handout. Can I have a cup of change? Do you got some change to spare, man? Oh, ma'am. Or can I have some food for a burger or whatever the case may be? They might be the ones that come back to you. So don't you give up on yourself. But that's neither here or there. But so the boys. I feel like this is a little. It's perfect now. Yeah, it's like the OCD. Then. So the boys, they was very, very, very annoyed with her. So annoyed. So they plotted to harm her. So Bob and Tom, right, Heaven?
Huh?
Bob and Tom.
I said Bobby, but okay.
Bobby, they about the same thing, and Tom. So they meet at Tom's house, and Tom so happened, don't say how, he purchased a handgun. He purchased a handgun, and he showed Bob, you know, the handgun, and told him about the plan or the plot that what he wanted to do. And so Bobby is more the weaker one, and Tom is more the stronger one in their friendship. And he just agreed. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm tired of her too. So yeah, we should just get rid of her. And so they concocted a plan to get rid of Jane. Why, I don't know. And Jane liked it them because they was like the cool kids or whatever the case may be. So one day, Tom texted Jane and said, you know, hey Jane, meet me here by the lake. It actually is very pertinent because it's very secluded. It's not a lot of houses. It's not a lot of trails. A lot of people don't even go over there, but it's secluded. And so he texted, hey Jane, meet me over here, this, that, and the other. I have this to sell you. He was trying to sell Jane like some video games or something like that. She was like, yeah, okay. I can't stay out too long because my mom need me back home. And it was like, yeah, you won't be here long or whatever the case may be. So she was like, okay, I'll meet you there. Okay, they gave each other the time and they plan on meeting there. So when Jane arrived at the destination, it wasn't Tom by himself. He had Bobby with him. So she felt a little bit, you know, on edge, but she's like, okay, they best friends and they classmates of mine. So she didn't think nothing of it. So they began to talk and everything like that. And then, you know, her pager, well, not her pager, her phone message go off, ding, and then she looked at it, and
what generation was this in? Because you just said pager.
No, I didn't mean to say pager. I meant to say messenger. And so she, it went off, and she looked at it, and it was her mom. Her mom was like, okay, you need to be here, back to the house by 5 o'clock. And this time it was about 4:40 or 45-ish. And so she was like, hey guys, you know, hey Tom, are you going to send me the games or whatever the case may be, because I can't stay too long because my mom need me back at home and I have to go. And then he was like, yeah, just wait a minute, so forth and etc. Stalling. That's what that little joker was doing. So she was like, well, I just catch you another time because I'm not trying to get on punishment. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I just want to, you know, go back home and just do whatever my mama asked me to do. So, they was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So sister girl, she had on her backpack, and all the kids was Caucasian descent, and she had on her backpack. So she turned around and began to walk away from them. So now the boys, you know, she's walking forward as I'm walking towards my camera, and they are behind her, facing her. Tom pulled out the gun and shot this girl from behind. He shot her in her head and in her back. And both Tom, yeah, I'm calling you out, Mr. Tom, you're a punk for doing that. Because a real man, a real person wouldn't have to shoot nobody execution style from behind. They'll do it up in their face. So right there, you're a coward. So he shot her and she fell to the ground. Both Tom and Bobby, or Bob, they ran to her and began to rob her. A person that's bleeding out, that's barely clinging to life. And she had $60 on her. She had her phone, and she had, I think, a little small like laptop or something on her in her backpack or whatever. And they took it. And they left the poor girl for dead on the ground. But won't he do it? He will. So somebody just so happened to pass this way, and they say they never come this way. They just so happen to pass this way, and they seen something laying on the ground from a distance. So they began to approach it. Slowly but surely, they began to approach it. And as they got closer and closer, they found out it was a human body. And they start calling out to whoever it was, like, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need help? And again, won't he do it? And yes, he will. And she was like that, which was a sign and an indication that she was alive, but barely. And so The person called 911 and they rushed to her like no other. And they got to her and they took her to the hospital. She had to have emergency surgery performed. Her hair had to be shaved off. Then she slipped into a coma, came out. She had to learn all the normal things that we take for granted on this day and this time. Meaning walking, talking, and having all our body parts functioning the way that God intended for it to function. Most people take it for granted, but this baby, she was clinging on to her life. So it's just like a mother has given birth to a child, but this is a whole human child. This is not a baby when you start from this little and then they begin to grow. No, this baby was grown because they was like 14 and 15 years old. So there was a big baby. And her daughter, the mother daughter, she's like now speech delayed. And she was the smartest in the class. She's speech delayed. She is like stuck on, I think they say like between the 5th and the 6th grade level. She is a little slower than normal, but she's getting there. And she had to have a ton of physical therapy to learn how to walk again, to learn how to eat. This, me putting stuff in my mouth, I chew it, she didn't know how to do it. So they had to hook her up to a tube for months and feed her through a tube. She couldn't use the bathroom. So what that mean? She had what is it called? A colostomy bag, I think it's called, they said. And then slowly she got the hang of like trying to urinate on her own. And that was that was the first improvement. And then she started like rejecting like basically like the food through the tube, and she wanted to like put it in her mouth to start to like chew, because if you don't chew for so long, the muscles in your mouth become relaxed and become like heavy, and it's like hard to learn how to chew again. So she knew something in her told her that she had to fight to try to get herself back together. So she began to like eat like just little stuff to begin to chew, to move the muscles in her mouth. And then she wanted to try to walk. So they tried to start walking with her, and that was successful. But the hardest one was talking. She didn't never lose her memory. Thank God she never lost her memory. She just couldn't talk. So I think it was like a year or more of therapy, and it was a success. And she was like on the news and everything like that. So now let's fast forward to these two jerks that did this. Yeah, they but pleaded not guilty. How you could plead? How can you plead not guilty when you send your homeboy a text talking about what you want to do, what your plan is, and you're getting a gun, and oh yeah, by the way, yeah, you should do it, and agreeing, and y'all two co-signing on to kill somebody. And they ask like, why did you guys want to do this? Because she's annoying. Evan, you heard what they say? They say they wanted to kill her because she's annoying. She thinks she knows it all. But I was trying to wrap in my little tiny brain. Is that a reason to kill somebody? Because I'm an adult, and I have adults that I work with and grown people that I come in contact with on a daily basis that act just like that think they know it all, and sometimes they don't. But here's the thing, you have to just prove them wrong that, hey, sister girl, baby boy, you don't know everything. And it's just like putting them back in their place. So it's no reason to say, okay, I want to grab a gun and I want to kill you. No, that's stupid. That's a cowardly thing. I don't get it, but they pleaded not guilty, but the jury found them guilty as charged. So,
wait, you said jury found them not guilty, but
they pleaded not guilty, but the jury found them guilty.
Okay.
And first they wanted to charge them as a juvie, and they was like, no, look at the crime. You tried to commit murder. So this was like the first degree attempted murder, whatever they call it, legal terms or whatever. And it's like really, really bad. They better be happy that they didn't get the death sentence. They just got like, I think it was 20 to 50 years in jail. And the boys, remember the ages? 14, 15? Do the math. 20 to 50 years without parole. There you go. Without parole. That'll do it. So guys, hey, if you like this video, if you like the little story time, by all means, you know, hit that bell to be notified of when I upload new videos. Also hit that like, comment, and share this video. Guys, until then, stay blessed, stay prayed up, and be safe. Peace.